Norwegian, Swedish, Danish, Icelandic. What do those four have in common? They're all Scandinavian languages, and I want to learn one of them. This urge to learn a Scandinavian language is coming from my craving to go to those countries, basically. I've been in Iceland and I loved it, but I've not been in Norway, I've not been in Sweden, I've not been in Denmark. Still, I have seen pictures and videos, and I really want to go there at some point and have a small talk, at least a small talk, with someone that's actually from that country in their native language. So I want to learn either Norwegian, Swedish, Danish, or Icelandic, but I don't really know which one, so I want to find out in this video. Here's the plan. I want to listen to those languages and then compare them. Where are the differences? Which one makes the most sense for me to learn? And which one will I like better? Because I actually don't know much about the differences. Like, I could not say, oh, that's Swedish, because I know it, or oh, that's Norwegian. I don't know. So let's start. First of all, I want to listen to some authentic native speakers. And for that, I'm subscribed to Audible at the moment, so I have seeked for some stories, and what came up is Harry Potter. So I'm actually gonna listen to the Norwegian Harry Potter and to the Swedish Harry Potter, and then for the Icelandic language we have a different story, because there is no Harry Potter at Audible that I could find.
Han håpet å få. Men på vei innover skjedde noe mer som jagde all tanke på boremaskiner på flukt. Han satt fast i den vanlige trafikkorken, og det var umulig å unngå å legge merke til at det var uvanlig mange folk i merkelige klær i omløp. Folk i slengkapper.
Kapper?
En dumling tålte ikke folk som kledde seg merkelig. Tenke seg til de klærne ungdommen gikk rundt i.
Okay, that was Norwegian, but we're gonna also try the Swedish one.
Under en sekund fattade inte Mr. Dursley vad han hade sett. Sen vred han hastigt på huvudet för att titta igen. Det stod en gulstrinig katt i hörnet av Private Drive, men någon karta syntes inte till. Vad kunde han ha tänkt på? Det måste ha varit ljuset som spelade honom ett spratt. Mr. Dursley blinkade och stirrade på katten. Den stirrade tillbaka.
Okay, those were Norwegian and then Swedish. First thing I'm thinking is, first of all, I don't understand a word, but it's really interesting. I think that Swedish is a bit softer. I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks that, but I think it's a bit softer. Okay.
Et øjeblik fattede herr Dursley slet ikke, hvad det var, han havde set. Så drejede han hovedet med et sæt for at se bedre efter. Der stod ganske rigtigt en stribet kat i svinget. Men den var så sandelig ikke i besiddelse af et kort. Hvad havde han dog tænkt på? Det måtte være det grådisede lys, der havde spillet ham et pus.
It's interesting, I like it. For now we're gonna listen to the Icelandic book, but it's not Harry Potter. Icelandic.
En nú var hann varpað út í sjávarvolk og vós. Hann var hásetti á lélegri skútu og sat við stýrið, en skipstjórinn sat við flöskuna og drakk. Hann var óhreinn og ljótur, síkaldur og sísvangur, og af útliti hans mátti ráða að hann hefði aldrei étið sér saddan, enda var orð og að sönnu að svo var.
I think Icelandic, at least for me, that like I don't know any Icelandic, I know takk, and that's all, which means thank you or thanks. But I think it's heavy in the sh sounds, you know, those sh. I don't know what it is exactly, but we have that in German too. We have SCH, which is if you find that in a word, it's sh. And I don't know how it's written there, because I know they have some letters that we don't even have. But yeah, for me that sounds pretty heavy in those kind of sounds. But now I actually want to compare the different languages when we have one phrase. For example, good morning. Because before I was already searching a bit and I found out that most of them are written the same but spoken differently, and I think that's really interesting. So we're gonna start with Norwegian. Guten Morgen. Learn German with me. I'm gonna try to read it. It says, in German we say Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. In Norwegian, the Google translator tells me that it's called God Morgen, but it's probably not. Here is what it actually sounds like.
God morgen.
God morgen.
God morgen.
God morgen. Okay, I didn't expect that.
God morgen.
God morgen. Wow. Okay, that is so different from what I thought, because it's different, because I thought that it would sound different because it has some letters that I didn't hear in God morgen. God morgen. God morgen. That's Swedish now.
God morgon.
God morgon.
God morgon.
God morgon.
Góðan daginn. Góðan daginn.
Góðan daginn.
Góðan daginn.
Góðan daginn. So different.
God morgen.
God morgen. Okay. So Norwegian, Swedish and Danish seem to be more similar to each other than Icelandic, because when I'm typing in Guten Morgen, which means good morning, when we look at Swedish, Norwegian and Danish, they're written all the same, but Icelandic is completely different and also sounds different. So Norwegian for hello.
Hallo.
Really?
Hallo.
Hallo. Really? It's so German.
Hallo.
Hallo is German. Hallo. Norwegian.
Hallo.
Hallo. Sounds a bit depressed in my opinion. I mean the Google translator, not the word. Hallo. I'd say that's pretty similar. Swedish for hello.
Hej.
Hey. Icelandic or Danish actually.
Hej.
Hi. Danish for hello. And then Icelandic.
Hallå.
Hallo. I'm so sorry, but that's the Google translator. Hello. Hallo. 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 Yeah. So
Want to speak real Swedish from your first lesson?
okay, so those were the 4 languages. I think I'm gonna listen to the Audible stories now to get a better feeling for the sound of it, because I now heard it, but for my brain it's so much to process and I don't really know yet. I have been reading about the different languages and which makes most sense for people who speak German, like which is the most similar to German, etc. But I don't want to say false things, so I'm gonna tell you a bit later when I researched it again. But I think it's gonna come down to either Norwegian or Swedish. I really want to learn Icelandic, but maybe not as the first one. Okay. I have to stop. I'm reading an article at the moment from Bubble. I don't know if you know that, but it's a language app. And they also have a blog. So they say that, like in their blog, there is written, eigentlich haben die drei skandinavischen Sprachen Dänisch, Norwegisch und Schwedisch so viel gemeinsam, dass sie fast als Dialekte angesehen werden könnten. Wer eine spricht, kann Sprecher der anderen zumindest bis zu einem gewissen Grad verstehen. Die drei Sprachen haben sich aus dem Altnordischen, oft Wikingersprache genannt, entwickelt. Sie bilden den nordöstlichen Zweig des germanischen Sprachbaums, während Isländisch und Färöisch den nordwestlichen Zweig ausmachen. Okay, now it's saying Danish and Norwegian are very similar to each other. If you look at the vocabulary, they're almost identical. But when you listen to the sound, they're very different to each other. Norwegian and Swedish are more similar to each other when it comes to how you pronounce them, but the words are different. Ich stelle mir die skandinavischen Sprachen gerne als drei Schwestern vor. Schwedisch, die älteste Schwester, ist garantiert die größte, aber für die anderen beiden nicht immer ganz so wichtig, wie sie sich gerne einbildet. Okay. Norwegisch, das Mittelkind, versteht beide ihre Schwestern gut und spielt oft die Vermittlerin. Interessant. Dänisch, die Jüngste und die Rebellin, raucht im Haus und niemand versteht sie. This is so funny. Okay, they're saying... Norwegen. Norwegische Sprecher sind die klaren Gewinner, wenn es darum geht, skandinavische Sprachen zu verstehen. That's so interesting. Dafür gibt es drei Hauptgründe. Erstens ist Norwegen im wahrsten Sinne des Wortes das Mittelkind. Es wird wie Dänisch geschrieben, aber wie Schwedisch ausgesprochen. Huh? I don't know if I'm understanding this correctly. My battery is dying. I'm gonna read and then I'm gonna inform you. Okay, so now comes the hard part for me, because I gotta tell you what I found out while the battery was charging. In my research, I was reading through many comments about the languages and the vocabulary and the grammatic and stuff like this, and I was not finding out much. I cannot say it's like this or it's like that, because everybody's saying something different. I don't know what to think. Now, we have Swedish, we have Norwegian, we have Danish, and we have Icelandic. I'd say those three are here, and then here is Icelandic, because Icelandic seems to be so different. I love the sound of it, I love the flow that it has, but it has different letters that I'm not used to. It has different sounds. Of course, every language has different sounds, but like, it's just really different, I think. And it's also written completely different. I was translating good morning, and those three languages were all writing it the same way, and this was completely different. It was also sounding completely different. Then I thought, okay, I wanna learn Icelandic at some point to at least have a few words in my vocabulary and be able to speak a bit of small talk. I would love to have this with all of those languages, but what's the best choice to learn at first? And I think it might be Norwegian. I would actually love to learn Swedish, because I think I prefer that sound over Norwegian. Why? Because I think Norwegian doesn't have that flow that Swedish has. I think Swedish is a bit more soft, a bit more like this, you know. It has more melody to it, I think. But Norwegian is a bit more with rough. I don't know how you say that. Rough edges. I think it's more like this, you know. Danish is also sounding beautiful, but I am more interested in going to Norway rather than Denmark. I mean, I want to go to Denmark too, but the thing that I want to say is that you always have to see first, yes, do you like the language? Because if you don't like it, you probably won't stick to it, and you probably don't want to really study it. The other thing is, where are you going? Or what are you going to do with that language, with those skills? Like, are you even going to that country? Do you know people from Norway or from Sweden or whichever language or whichever country you want to learn? Do you know some people? Or like, what do you want to do with that language? You have to have a goal, so you keep studying. You know, I'm, for example, also learning Spanish because Miguel is Colombian and his family too, you know? So that's my reason to learn it. Also, I find the language beautiful. But I don't know anybody in Norway. I don't know anybody in Sweden. I don't know Danish people. I don't know Icelandic people. So that's off the table. To which country do I want to go the most? Which do I want to visit the most? It's Norway. Because I have not been there. I would love to go back to Iceland, but the next goal is Norway. So I think it makes most sense to go study Norwegian. And as I'm saying this because my head says Norwegian would be the best choice. But my heart says Swedish is more of my taste. So what do I do, people? What do I do? I don't know. I actually don't. But I found at least out what I like. So the video is not wasted, you know. I think I'm gonna keep thinking about it, and I wanted to do a video where I'm trying to learn as much Norwegian or Swedish or Icelandic or Danish in a week, as much as possible. So I think at least in that video you're gonna see which language it's gonna be. And I hope you're gonna stay tuned and come on a journey with me. If you have experiences with learning either Swedish or Norwegian, then let me know and tell me which one you find easier. And also, of course, with other languages or with other of those 4 languages, which do you find the most easy and the most useful? Yeah, let me know, please. So see you in the next one. I don't know if it will be the 1 week challenge or whichever it will be, but see you in the next one. Hit the subscribe button, please. Bye.